guys, it's Fred and Sheila McCoy, Hatfield McCoy Museum in Liberty, Kentucky. FredMcCoy.com. Sheila's behind the camera.
Hi guys, hope you're having a great evening.
Been a couple of days since we've made a video on anything. We've got several to make and several to load up or whatever she does with them. We've been real busy, and you'll see next couple of days it's on its way now. This is where our Orange County chopper is going to go, and this is just some of the items that's going to be. We're going to transform a Orange County chopper into a Hatfield McCoy theme bike. Okay. This shotgun, representing the McCoy side of the bike, will go down one fork. Okay. It's a chopper. It's an OCC chopper. And then the rifle will go down the other front fork. And you'll see here what the forks look like. Now imagine those having the guns going down. And of course the seat will have the double gun there going around it. Yeah. And again, we've got some. Here's the clock. And there's the, on the wall of the factory where they make them. And this is, again, is going to be a OCC chopper, made by Orange County Choppers. And we're going to give the entire story on the bike, when it was initially purchased, who it was made for initially. We're going to do every bit of that. We're going to do an entire video from the time they unload it out front of the museum here. It's on its way in transit now. It's been shipped to us, and we'll do an entire story on that. Cool. I was wanting to read I saw this article. It says, published in the Logan Banner, November the 7th, 1896. And it says, from a telegram, we learned that Cap Hatfield shot and killed John Rutherford, Elliot Rutherford, and Henderson Chambers at Matewan on election day. Now, this is Cap Hatfield. This is nothing to do with the Hatfield-McCoy feud. Like I've always said, the West Virginia Hatfields, if they wasn't fighting with the McCoys or somebody else, they fought with each other. For some reason, no wonder T.C. Crawford come up with the slang for Devil Ants and the West Virginia Hatfields at the time as hillbillies and savages, is because of things like this right here. It wasn't just Randall McCoy's family that they had problems with, or Asa Harmon McCoy's family, or I'm not on that story right now, but even Willis Hatfield killed a doctor because he wouldn't give him a prescription for some alcohol, and he shot and killed him and went to prison for it. But it just seems like it was never ending. And it says here that the feud was started over a dispute in politics. After the shooting, Hatfield escaped to the mountains. The feeling against him is bitter, and if he is captured, there will probably be a lynching. Now, this is Cap Hatfield we're talking about. This is the attorney, Cap Hatfield, the deputy sheriff, Cap Hatfield, all these different things that throughout the years people has labeled him as. Remember the attorney? That's one of the papers that we've still never got. That's one of the, we're going to cover some other articles here in a minute, but one of them is where they say that he graduated law school, passed the bar. He couldn't read or write. His wife supposedly taught him, and then he passed the bar, but there's never been one document. Just like there's never been a lawsuit produced where Devil Ants and Randall McCoy was in court over timber, or anything produced where Randall McCoy was ever even in the timber business. But here's a newspaper article, supposedly. Now, guys, Sheila and I will tell you firsthand what you read nowadays, especially on these Facebook pages. It may be true, may not be true. May be a real newspaper article, and maybe nothing more than somebody sat there and typed it up or sent it out to one of these companies that we've shown you, and they'll put it in the newspaper headline like it was actually there. Wow. So anymore, it's hard to tell what's true and what's not. Now, I believe this article because, if I'm not mistaken, this story here, it goes in depth in mine and Sheila's book, where we talk about that, where he actually shot these three on the election day at another election over in Matewan, West Virginia. And this was Cap Hatfield, the great Cap Hatfield. You know, Cap was notorious for violence. There's no secret about it. Cap was probably, him and Jim Vance would be a tie between which one of them was the meanest. And
Didn't T.C. Crawford say something like that?
T.C. Crawford said, yeah, he said he couldn't find a redeeming character or factor to his character or something like that. It's in one of our videos. And T.C. Crawford met him firsthand.
Yeah.
Again, Sheila and I got a lot of our information on Cap Hatfield from Stephen Hatfield, which would have been his nephew, and would have been Devil Ance's great-grandson. Stephen was the grandson of Tennis Hatfield and the son of Handsome Jack Hatfield. And he lived there just right up the road from the cemetery and used to take care of the cemetery for years, knew everybody there. And Stephen would tell you the facts about it. But I just wanted to cover this because, once again, you know, some of these Hatfield McCoy sites, if I get on here and say something bad about Cap Hatfield, oh, they'll burn me up. Fred's just bad-mouthing the Hatfields. No, Fred's speaking the truth. If I speak it, it's bad. But if they put it in there and brag about, published in the Logan Banner, November the 7th, 1896, that Cap Hatfield shot 3 more people. And it says the feud was started. The feud, see how this was not a feud. This was Cap Hatfield simply shot 3 more men. And according to Stephen, Cap would shoot them just for the fun of shooting somebody. He had no remorse about shooting anybody. He was just that mean, if you want to call it that. That devilish, that sad, but it was true. And again, it's just like Devil Anse Hatfield throughout the years, how they've glamorized him and took a murderer and a thief and so forth and glamorized him into making a hero out of him to come back here and see this monument that he put up of himself for these people on these 4-wheelers and to give them some place to go and spend their money. They're showing them an outlaw, a murderer, a man that went to his grave with Kentucky warrants on him for murder, tying 3 boys to a tree and killing them. And then here's Cap. I don't know how we can continue to glamorize people, but that is the story that we wanted to cover today. It was just a short story, and if you can find that in the Logan Banner on November the 7th, 1896, that's great. Then you can read the entire story about it. Evidently, they had a dispute over the election, and Cap pulled out his gun and shot these 3 gentlemen on the streets of Matewan, if I ain't mistaken. I could be mistaken on that part. Sometimes I correct other people and then I'll go on myself and say something that I probably shouldn't say because I may not be sure of it. But I'm quite sure that it was on the streets of Matewan, but I could be wrong. Make Creek. Guys, it's Fred and Sheila McCoy.
I have a question now.
Okay.
Sorry.
No.
And when was that published?
November the 7th, 1896.
Okay, the feud was over by then. Well, it wasn't over, but...
Well, yeah, the feud ended in February the 18th of 1890.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Top.
So
that feud, the Hatfield-McCoy feud, as far as them fighting.
Okay.
But again, people want to act like it was Randall McCoy. You're going to see a story in a minute. We're going to cover another one right after this. But you're going to see another one where they said that the McCoys kept it going. And McCoys brought up the warrants again. But let's discuss that in another story. But this is 1896. This is 6 years after Cotton Top hung. He's not feuding with the McCoys anymore. Remember, he wrote that letter. And he said, the feud in me has abated me.
Yeah.
I want peace. I want to lay down my guns. Here's 3 more men killed. 3 more men killed. He wanted the warrants recalled in Kentucky. He wanted the murder warrants recalled. in
Yes.
Kentucky.
Yep.
They never were. So it's Fred and Sheila McCoy. We're at the Hatfield McCoy Museum.
Hi guys, hope you're having a great evening. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Thanks.